Number 83,
Ma'am, page
patient
number?
83. Identifying roles and goals from that topic.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Identifying roles and goals. Of course, the logical or verbal left brain becomes important also as you attempt to capture your right brain images, feelings, and pictures in the words of a written mission statement. Just as breathing exercises help integrate body and mind, writing is a kind of psychoneural muscular activity which helps bridge and integrate the conscious and subconscious minds. Writing distills, crystallizes, and clarifies thought and helps break the whole into parts. We each have a number of different roles in our lives, different areas or capacities in which we have responsibility. I may, example, have a role as an individual, a husband, a father, a teacher, a church member, and a businessman. And each of these roles is important. One of the major problems that arises when people work to become more effective in life is that they don't think broadly enough. They lose the sense of proportion, the balance, the natural ecology necessary to effective living. They may get consumed by work and neglect personal health. In the name of professional success, they may neglect the most precious relationship in their lives. You may find that your mission statement will be much more balanced, much easier to work with if you break it down into the specific role areas of your life and the goals you want to accomplish in each area. Look at your personal professional role. You might be a salesperson or a manager or a product developer. What are you about in that area? What are the values that should guide you? Think of your personal roles: husband, wife, father, mother, neighbor, friend. What are you about in those roles? What's important to you? Think of community roles, the political area, public service, volunteer organizations. One executive has used the idea of roles and goals to create the following mission statement. The mission is to live with integrity and to make a difference in the lives of others. To fulfill this mission, I have charity. I seek out and love the one, each one regardless of his situation. I sacrifice. I devote my time, talent, and resources to my mission. I inspire. I teach by example that we all children of a loving Heavenly Father and that every Goliath can be overcome. I am impactful. What I do makes a difference in the lives of others. These roles take priority in achieving my mission. Husband. My partner is the most important person in my life. Together, we contribute the fruits of harmony, industry, charity, and thrift. Father, I help my children experience progressively greater joy in their lives. Son or brother, I am frequently there for support and love. Christian, God, God can count on me to keep my covenants and to serve his other children. Neighbor, the love of Christ is visible through my actions towards others. Change agent, I am a catalyst for developing high performance in large organizations. Caller, I learn important new things every day. Writing your mission in terms of the important roles in your life gives you balance and harmony. It keeps each role clearly before you. You can review your roles frequently to make sure that you don't get totally absorbed by one role to the exclusion of others that are equally or even important in your life. After you identify your various roles, then you can think about the long term goals or plans you make that support the principles described in your mission statement. These goals should represent areas you want to focus on in the near future. Typically, long term goals take longer than a week to complete, but are most specific than the lifetime goals of your mission statement. Long term goals you want to accomplish in each of those roles, where we are into right brain again, using imagination, creativity, conscience, and inspiration. If these goals are extension of a mission statement based on a correct principles, if they will be vitally different from the goals people normally set. They will be in harmony with correct principles, with natural laws, which gives you greater power to achieve them. They are not someone else's goals you have absorbed. They are your goals. They reflect your deepest values, your unique talent, your sense of mission, and they grow out of your chosen roles in life. An effective goal focuses primarily on results rather than activity. It identifies where you want to be and in the process helps you determine where you are. It gives you important information on how to get there and it tells you when you have arrived. It unifies your efforts and energy. It gives meaning and purpose to all you do, and it can finally translate itself into daily activities so that you are proactive, you are in charge of your life, you are making happen each day the things that will enable you to fulfill your personal mission statement. Roles and goals give structure and organized direction into to your personal mission. If you don't yet have a personal mission statement, it's a good place to begin. Just identifying the various areas of your life and the two or three important results you feel you should accomplish in each area to move ahead gives you an overall perspective of your life and a sense of direction. As we move into habit 3, we will go into greater depth in the area of short term goals. The important application at this point is to identify roles and long term goals as they relate to your personal mission statement. These roles and long term goals will provide the foundation for effective goal setting and achieve when we get to the habit 3 day to day management of life and time. Family mission statements. Because habit 2 is based on principle, it has broad application. In addition to individuals, families, service group and organizations of all kinds become significantly more effective as they begin with the end in mind. Many families are managed on the basics of crisis, moods, quick fixes, and instant gratification, not on sound principles. Symptoms surface whenever stress and pressure mount. People become cynical, critical, or silent, or they start yelling and overreacting. Children who observe these kind of behavior grow up thinking the only way to solve problem is flight or fight. The core of any family is what is changeless, what is always going to be there, shared vision and values. By writing a family mission statement, you give expression to its true foundation. The mission statement becomes its constitution, the standard, the criterion for evaluation and decision making. It gives continuity and unity to the family as well as direction. When individual values are harmonized with those of the family, members work together for common purposes that are deeply felt. Again, the process is as important as the product. The process of writing and refining a mission statement becomes a key way to improve the family. Working together to create a mission statement builds the PC capacity to live it. By getting input from every family member, drafting a statement, getting feedback, revising it, and using wording from different family members, you get the family talking, communicating on things that really matter deeply. The best mission statements are the result of a family members coming together in a spirit of mutual respect, expressing their different views and working together to create something greater than any one individual could do alone. Periodic review to expand perspective, shift emphasis or direction, amend or give new meaning to time-worn phrases can keep the family united in common values and purposes. The mission statement becomes the framework for thinking, for governing the family. When the problems and crises come, the Constitution is there to remind family members of the things that matter most and to provide direction for problem solving and decision making based on correct principles. In our home, we put our mission statement up on the wall in the family room so that we can look at it and monitor ourselves daily. When we read the phrases about the sounds of love in our home, order, responsible independence, cooperation, helpfulness, meeting needs, developing talents, showing interest in each other's talents, and giving service to others, it gives us some criteria to know how we are doing in the things that matter most to us as a family. Shall I tell the page number for those who join now? It's 85. Page number is 85. Now I'm going to 86. When we plan our
Padma Priya ma'am, I will send you the PDF on the group
Please
of the
tell
book.
me.
Yeah,
Please tell
I'll
me.
send. I'll just share right away.
When we plan our family goals and activities, we say, in the light of these principles, what are the goals we are going to work on? We are our action plans to accomplish our goals and actualize these values. We review the statement frequently and rework goals and jobs twice a year. In September and June, the beginning of the school and the end of the school, to reflect the situation as it is, to improve it, to strengthen it. It renews us, it recommits us to what we believe in, what we stand for. Organizational mission statements. Mission statements are also vital to successful organizations. One of the most important thrusts of my work with organizations is to assist them in developing effective mission statements. And to be effective, that statement has to come from within the bowels of the organization. Everyone should participate in a meaningful way, not just the top strategy planners, but everyone. Once again, the involvement process is as important as the written product and is the key to use. I'm always intrigued whenever I go to IBM and watch the training process there. Time and time again, I see the leadership of the organization come into a group and say that IBM stands for three things: the dignity of the individual, excellence, and service. These things represent the belief of system of IBM. Everything else will change, but these three things will not change. Almost like osmosis, this belief system has spread throughout the entire organization, providing a tremendous base of shared values and personal security from everyone who works there. Once I was training a group of people for IBM in New York. It was a small group, about 20 people, and one of them became ill. He called his wife in California, who expressed concern because his illness required a special treatment. The IBM people responsible for the training session arranged to have him taken to an excellent hospital with medical specialists in the disease. But they could sense that his wife was uncertain and really wanted him home where their personal physician could handle the problem. So they decided to get him home. Concerned about the time involved in driving him to the airport and waiting for a commercial plane, they brought in a helicopter, flew him to the airport, and hired a special plane just to take this man to California. I don't know what cost that involved. My guess would be many thousands of dollars. But IBM believes in the dignity of the individual. That's what the company stands for. To those present, that experience represented its belief system and was no surprise. I was impressed. At another time, I was scheduled to train 175 shopping center managers at a particular hotel. I was amazed at the level of service there. It wasn't a cosmetic thing. It was evident that at all levels, spontaneously without supervision. I arrived quite late, checked in, and asked if room service were available. The man at the desk said, "No, Mr. Covey, but if you are interested, I could go back and get a sandwich or a salad or whatever you would like that we have in the kitchen." His attitude was one of the total concern about my comfort and welfare. "Would you like to see your convention room?" he continued. "Do you have everything you need? What can I do for you? I'm here to serve you." There was no supervisor there checking up. This man was sincere. The next day, I was in the middle of the presentation where I discovered that I didn't have all colored markers I need. So I went out to the hall during the brief break and found a bellboy running to another convention. "I have got a problem," I said. "I am here training a group of managers and I only have a short break. I need some more colored pens." He whipped around and almost came to attention. He glanced at my name tag and said, "Mr. Covey, I will solve your problem." He didn't say, "I don't know where to go," or, "Well, go and check in the front desk." He just took care of it. And he made me feel like it was his privilege to do so. Later, I was in the side lobby looking at some of the art objects. Someone from the hotel came up to me and said, "Mr. Covey, would you like to see a book that describes art objects in this hotel?" How anticipatory, how service oriented. I next observed one of the employees high up on a ladder cleaning windows in the lobby. From his vantage point, he saw a woman having a little difficulty in the garden with a walker. She hadn't really fallen, and she was with other people. But he climbed down that ladder, went outside, helped the woman into the lobby, and saw that she was properly taken care of. Then he went back and finished cleaning the windows. I wanted to find out how this organization had created a culture where people brought so deeply into the value of customer service. I interviewed housekeepers, waitresses, bellboys in that hotel and found that this attitude had impregnated the minds, hearts, and attitudes of every employee there. I went through the back door into the kitchen where I saw the central value: uncompromising personalized service. I finally went to the manager and said, "My business is helping organizations develop a powerful team character, a team culture. I am amazed at what you have here. Do you want to know the real key?" he inquired. He pulled out the mission statement for the hotel chain. After reading it, I acknowledged that's an impressive statement, but I know many companies that have impressive mission statements. "Do you want to see the one for this hotel?" he asked. "Do you mean you developed one just for this hotel?" "Yes." Different from the one for the hotel chain?" "Yes, it is in harmony with that statement, but this one pertains to our situation, our environment, our time." He handed me another paper. "Who developed this mission statement?" I asked. "Everybody," he replied. "Everybody? Really, everybody?" "Yes." Housekeepers? Yes. Waitresses? Yes. Desk clerks? Yes. Do you want to see the mission statement written by the people who greeted you last night? He pulled out a mission statement that they themselves had written that was interwoven with all the other mission statements. Everyone at every level was involved. The mission statement for that hotel was the hub of a great wheel. It spawned the thoughtful, more specialized mission statements of particular groups of employees. It was used as the criterion for every decision that was made. It clarified what those people stood for, how they related to the customer, how they related to each other. It affected the style of managers and the leaders. It affected the compensation system. It affected the kind of people they recruited and how they trained and developed them. Every aspect of the organization essentially was a function of that hub, the mission statement. I later visited another hotel in the same chain, and the first thing I did when I checked in was to ask to see their mission statement, which they promptly gave me. At this hotel, I came to understand the motto: uncompromising personalized service a little more. For a 3-day period, I watched every conceivable situation where the service was called for. I was always found that service was delivered in a very impressive, excellent way. But it was always also very personalized.
Priya, why don't you take a break after the next paragraph and speak to Jayant and Taranjit about what you just read?
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just finish this one.
Yes, please.
I was always found that service was delivered in a very impressive, excellent way, but it was also very personalized. For instance, in the swimming area, I asked the attendant where the drinking fountain was. He walked me to it. Yeah, ma'am, I'm done.
You can start off. Why don't you just question them?
Yeah. What did you learn from the mission statement? What did you understand from what we have read so far?
Hello, good evening, Priya, and good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah. Mission statement is like the objectives what you have in mind. Like it is that the objectives that you have for the not for yourself but also the entire institution where you're working. And if the objectives have come from them, like the author says that everybody, like the hotel manager, the waiter, he says that everybody has formed this statement. So because it is my contribution, I would really work hard towards achieving it. If I am enforced by someone else, might be I won't like it. But when I have done it, so I would really love to do that job. So this is what whatever we have read, I understand of that.
Yeah, ma'am. Exactly. Correct.
Jayant,
I'm
what do
done.
you understand from it?
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, from mission statement, it's a clear declaration that explains an organization's purpose. Hello.
Yeah, you can continue. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like it shows why does this organization exist? Uh, a good mission statement reflects what organization stands for.
Jayant, what was special about this mission statement? I want you to think and explain to me properly what was the difference between regular mission statements and this statement. Sorry, Priya, I'm taking it over, asking this question. It should be you. Sorry.
That's okay.
Jayant, I'm waiting for an answer.
1 minute, ma'am. I'm prepared. Purpose, ma'am, between both. A normal statement just provides basic information. Special mission statement expresses core purpose and values of organization.
So what do you mean by the family mission statement? How the mission statement is related to family?
Family mission statement. Family mission statement is a clear expression of family's values, purpose, and goals. It's like guiding families stay united, make decisions, and grow together with principles.
Yes, you have to just make the mission statements which is balanced. There should not be any less. Like you have to consider everything and make the mission statement according to
Yeah.
the family. So it's same work with the same thing with organizational mission statement also.
Okay.
So I will tell you what was different in this hotel's mission statement. Okay, this is what I understood. You all think and tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay. What he says is the difference between a mission statement given by an organization. Say, I'm running a company, right? And I feel this is how my company should be run. I give a mission statement for the rest of the company. But if all my company, all the workers of my company are involved in creating, what happens? They feel uh, this sense of ownership, the sense that says, this is my company. They value my views. And because they value my views, that means I'm important. And because I consider myself important, before I will make sure that I do whatever is necessary to stand up to that mission statement. Because it was done by all the workers, they set the standards for themselves, not a company setting standards. So, for example, in say, for example, you go to your school, you just passed out of school, right? So, in your school, your principal sets the rules. But
Yes, ma'am.
imagine if your principal gave you people the chance, you students the chance to set the rules of discipline, set the rules of behavior. Whose will be more important? Who will follow that better? Because you're scared of the. Oh, just imagine what will be the thinking behind following. If you follow what the principal says, you're doing it out of fear. If you follow what the students say, because that's something all of you decided. So that means you will be the ones, you will say, oh no, I will not bully that boy because our school stands for anti-bullying. So that kind of thing. Okay, that's the difference. Do you think I'm right?
Yes.
Yeah. Priya, please go ahead. I'm sorry.
Shall I start reading?
Yes, please.
Okay. But the thing that impressed me the very most was to see an employee on his own admit a mistake to his boss. We ordered room service and were told when it would be delivered to the room. On the way to our room, the room service person spilled the hot chocolate, and it took a few extra minutes to go back and change the linen on the tray and replace the drink. So the room service was about 15 minutes late, which was really not that important to us. Nevertheless, the next morning, the room service manager phoned us to apologize and invited us to have either the buffet breakfast or a room service breakfast, compliments of the hotel, to in some way compensate for the inconvenience. Why does it say about the culture of an organization where an employee admits his own mistake unknown to anyone else, to the manager, so that customer or guest is better taken care of? As I told the manager of the first hotel I visited, I know a lot of companies with impressive mission statements. But there is a real difference, all the difference in the world, in the effectiveness of a mission statement created by everyone involved in the organization and one written by a few top executives behind a mahogany wall. One of the fundamental problems in organizations, including families, is that the people are not committed to the determinations of other people for their lives. They simply don't buy into them. Many times, as I work with organization, he find people whose goals are totally different from the goals of the enterprise. I commonly find reward systems completely out of alignment with stated value systems. When I begin work with companies that have already developed some kind of mission statement, I ask them, how many of the people here know that you have a mission statement? How many of you know what it contains? How many were involved in creating it? How many really buy into it and use it as your frame of reference in making decisions? Without involvement, there is no commitment. Mark it down, asterisk it, circle it, underline it. No involvement, no commitment. Now, the early stages. When a person is new to an organization or when a child in the family is young, you can pretty well give them a goal and they will buy it, particularly if the relationship, orientation, and training are good. But when people become more mature and their own lives take on a separate meaning, they want involvement, significant involvement. And if they don't have that involvement, they don't buy it. Then you have a significant motivational problem which cannot be solved at the same level of thinking that created it. That's why creating an organizational mission statement takes time, patience, involvement, skill, and empathy. Again, it's not a quick fix. It takes time and sincerity, correct principles, and the courage and integrity to align system, structure, and management style to the shared vision and values. But it's based on correct principles and it works. But an organizational mission statement, one that truly reflects the deep shared vision and values of everyone within that organization, creates a great unity and tremendous commitment. It creates in people's heart and minds a frame of reference, a set of criteria or guidelines by which they will govern themselves. They don't need someone else directing, controlling, criticizing, or taking cheap shots. They have bought into the changeless core of what the organization is about. I have the other heading, ma'am, next. Do I stop or?
Okay, what's the time now? If you can read some, you can read some
Okay, ma'am.
because you have a little time, right? It's only
Yeah.
9:40 something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the student he left, that's why I'm asking. Is
Oh,
okay?
he left. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, okay. I think we can stop then. I'll just check if he's coming back. Okay, give me a
Yeah,
second.
ma'am. Okay.
I think so, Priya. We can read only the application suggestions because that will be at the end of this lesson.
Okay,
If you
ma'am. Yeah.
want to, read. Yeah, only
Okay.
that
Yeah,
much.
just a second. Let me just check if he's coming.
Okay.
Okay, he is. Just give a second. He's got some network issue.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Yeah.
We wait for another minute or two. If he doesn't come, you start off. Like what Taranjit ji said, we'll just finish it off.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay, let's start off.
Okay. Application suggestions. Take the time to record the impressions you had in the funeral visualization at the beginning of this chapter. You may want to use the chart below to organize your thoughts. Number two, take a few moments and write down your roles as you now see them. Are you satisfied with that mirror image of yourself? Number three, set up time to completely separate yourself from daily activities and to begin work on your personal mission statement. Number four, go through the chart in Appendix A, showing different centers and circle all those you can identify with. Do they form a pattern for the behavior in your life? Are you comfortable with the implication of your analysis? Start a collection of notes, quotes, and ideas you may want to use as a resource material in writing your personal mission statement. Identify a project you will be facing in the near future and apply the principles of mental creation. Write down the results you desire and what steps will lead to those results. Share the principles of habit 2 with your family or work group and suggest that together you begin the process of developing a family or group mission statement. It's done, ma'am.
Okay, then Jayant is also joined. Yeah. You want to read a little more, or you think it's enough?
It's another chapter, I think, ma'am. The next one is.
Okay,
Is it
okay.
okay if I start?
No, Kanti ma'am, can I talk to Jen?
Yes, yes, please.
Good evening, Jen. Can you put your mic on, please? Jen, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. Good, ma'am.
Your vacation is going on?
Ma'am,
Your vacation is going on?
no vacation, ma'am.
That's no vacation. You're going to school.
Yes, ma'am. But I kept leave today. Results.
Okay. So what was the result?
10th final board result.
Okay. 10th final board result has been declared over there.
Yes, ma'am.
How much percentage have you got?
92, ma'am.
Oh, wow. That calls for a party.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
I'm in Bangalore. Taranjit ma'am is in Mumbai. Priya ma'am is in Dubai. So how are you going to give us a gift? I mean,
For the party, I can come down to Bangalore, Jayan.
no,
I will
he's
Okay,
in
ma'am.
Vijayawada.
Sorry.
He's in
Vijayawada,
Vijayawada.
Arey, wow, that is a very beautiful town and I have never seen that city. It would be so nice. You can take me around now to exam result has come to 1 week. You are not going to have classes, right?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Come.
Yeah. Congratulations. Heartiest congratulations, Divya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Jayan. God bless.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What is the plan now?
Joining in Sai Putpatti.
Sorry?
There's a college in
Its
Puttaparthi. He
name
wants to join there.
Puttapatti.
Acha, acha. No, but what field it is? Like science, commerce, arts,
MEC,
humanities?
ma'am.
What is? Sorry?
MEC.
MPC. What is that, Bachi?
MEC, ma'am. Maths, Economics, Commerce.
Okay. Maths, economics. Very good, very good. So we were reading what we read. I think so. You were very jubilant today, na? So you have not paid much of attention, right?
Yes,
I could make
yes.
out from your voice. So the family statement, mission statement, what we were talking about is something that what all the value system that the family shares. Yes,
Yes,
some values,
yes.
some core values. Like, see, everybody has a house, everybody has a family, but every family is different from another.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you might be having your uncles, your aunts, but their house
Yes,
is different from our house, right?
yes, ma'am.
No, why? Why is it so?
Everyone is different, no, ma'am.
How everyone is different?
Like way of being in their
Sorry.
profession. Like how they be, they are different, ma'am.
Yes. What is it that makes different? What is it that makes us different?
Uh, thinking, ma'am. Thinking way of being,
Very good. What
their
else?
profession,
Okay. And
mm, their lifestyle,
very good. What else?
their rules.
What rules?
Means they will follow some kind of rules. Like,
Huh?
means they will be different from one other to other, no, ma'am.
Yes. That is what are the values that we have, na? The core
Yes.
values. See, like I will give you a small example. There was a story which I have read in my childhood. I don't know whether it is still being taught or not. One child was there. He stole a rubber and pencil from the school, and he
Okay.
came back home. And when slowly and slowly, like the mother never stopped him. She said, okay, good, it's okay, nice. She did not pay attention first. And slowly, that habit of stealing things developed and he became a big thief. And one day, when he had done a very big burglary, at that time, what happened that the judge ordered him to be hanged. And when he was to be hanged, he told they asked him, what is your last wish? So when they asked him what is your last wish, he said, my last wish is that I want to meet my mother. So when his mother came to meet him, he just bit his mother hard on his ear, on her ear. So everybody asked, what are you doing this? Why are you biting your mother? Said, if my mother would have stopped me when I was coming home and telling her this, that I have stolen this and I have stolen that and bought, and she was hearing with her ears, but she never told me anything. Had she stopped me at that time, I wouldn't have been in this place today. So that means
Mm.
here that value of uh, prohibiting the child from doing a bad thing was not developed, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
If the mother would have stopped the child, if she would have given him good values, it wouldn't have been that bad. What, like every family, our houses also, we do the same thing. Na? The children are taught, no, read at this time, keep your things at proper place, do good things. So every house has their value system, and that value system makes each family or each organization special. And when it comes, I can keep on telling you, like, this is my very favorite quote. I can take the horse to the water but can't make it drink. I can keep on telling you,
Mm.
study Jay, and do this, do that, but it is you who has to follow this. And if one day you realize from within, no, I have to work hard, I have to reach this place, I have to get this position, I have to be successful, the that thought that will come from within, that would be your value system. That would be your mission statement. That would be your vision statement. And if that comes to mind, you will work even harder rather than anybody else telling you. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you want to say something more? Sorry, Kanti
No.
ma'am, and I have just barged your forte, but I think so. I wanted to talk to him.
No problem at all. Lovely to hear you take this much interest.
Yes.
Uh, I'm sorry, Priya, we've kind of hijacked your session
I,
today.
No, no, ma'am, it's okay.
see,
No problem.
because I know this child can has a tremendous potential. The way, like, even though he's not very vocal, but yes, he has tremendous potential. He will really achieve great heights. Yes, Jayant, I want to hear from you. I've spoken a lot. Kanti ma'am has spoken a lot, and Priyata has done a reading, so her throat might be aching. Now I want to hear from you.
There is nothing.
Okay, tell me how was your day today? Like when you got the result, what was the first thing that you did?
Mm, my friends called me and asked my result. I asked this.
Yes.
Both obtained our results and went out for lunch,
Oh,
done some shopping.
wow,
Father got
very
a
good.
new mobile. That's it.
Acha, you've got a new mobile.
Yes,
And then also you're saying that I'm having network issue. Very bad.
it's a power cut, ma'am. Suddenly.
Okay. Okay.
On
Actually,
generator,
we don't
Wi-Fi
do
is
power
not
cuts in
working.
Mumbai, so I'm not very well aware of that. Like I have seen power cuts only in 1975 war. After that, I've never seen power cut in Mumbai. So I don't know. So that was a great day today you had. How
Yes,
happy are
ma'am.
your parents?
They are happy, ma'am.
Very happy.
Yes, ma'am.
And you did not take your parents out for lunch?
They took me out, ma'am.
Acha, they took you out. Wow, very great. Great, that's nice. Now, when tomorrow you're going to attend the session, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So at least write five mission statement, 5 lines. Only 5 lines. Or is
Okay,
it
ma'am.
more? You want to write two?
5 lines is enough.
5 lines is good.
Yes.
That's great. Nice to hear. So I want that 5 lines from you tomorrow. I will also write 5 lines.
Okay.
And right?
Okay,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, everybody. Good night. I'm feeling so
Thank
well
Thank
today.
you.
you.
It's really been very nice today.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you
It
so
was
much.
nice
Thank you
to
so
you,
much,
Jay,
Priya.
as well. Thank you,
Good night.
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Good night.
Thank you, Jan. And
Thank you, ma'am.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. God bless
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Sairam. May you get into your favorite college and school, wherever, whatever you want. May God
Yeah.
bless you.
God bless you
Thank
with
you.
everything that you wish for, Bachi.
Yes, God bless.
Take care.
Chalo. Good day. Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good night.
Ma'am.